So let's talk about my expectations for the Cowboys this upcoming season. I expect this team to get to the NFC Championship game and win 12 plus games. I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think they get past the second round. Until I see them get past the second round, I will not believe in their ability to do that until they show me that. But the reason why I say the expectation is an NFC Championship game is because they have an all-pro quarterback, an all-pro wide receiver, 2 all-pros on their offensive line, an all-pro edge rusher, 2 all-pro cornerbacks. They have a lot of talent on this team, not even to talk about the nice talent that they have complementing those all-pros like Jake Ferguson, DeMarcus Lawrence, guys like that. This team has the talent to get to the NFC Championship game. There is no excuse why that should not be the case. And I understand that they lost a few players this past season. We'll see if they're able to replace them. I have a lot of optimism for some of the young players that they've developed and they've drafted in previous years, stepping up and doing their job, because that's something I expect from the Cowboys. That's something that they showed me that they can do. They draft and develop at a very high level. Why do you think they were able to move on from a guy like La'el Collins and put in Terrence Steele? Why were they able to move on from a guy like Dalton Schultz and put in Jake Ferguson? Why were they able to recover from the loss of Trayvon Diggs last season? Because they had Deron Bland. This team does a good job at drafting and developing, and I think that there are a few guys on this team that are going to step up in a big way and make a name for themselves, along with the players that you already have on this roster. But again, I don't expect them to get to the NFC Championship game. But when I look at the talent they have, and I look at the fact that they're returning the most all-pros in football, I'm sorry, the expectation should be NFC Championship game. And I'm not going to make an excuse for them. I'm not going to sell them short just because they're the Cowboys. They need to get past the second round. And the NFC Championship game is not enough for this organization. They have to go win a Super Bowl. I don't think they're going to do it this year. I'm not predicting that, but at the same time, you have enough talent to get to where you want to go. It's all about utilizing the talent to the best of their ability and the talent stepping up when the games matter the most. That's what I think about this football team this upcoming season. They need to get it done. They need to do something that they haven't done in a long time because they have the talent to do so. I understand they lost guys. I get it. I understand it. But at the same time, they still have plenty talent. They had enough talent to get to the NFC Championship game last year. They did. They didn't utilize the talent to the best of their ability. And I'm looking at the defensive side of the ball and I'm saying like, hey, you guys did not step up in that Green Bay game whatsoever. It didn't feel like you guys were going to get a stop all game. So the defense has to play better this upcoming season. I don't think the defense played as well as people say that they did. I don't think that they were a great defense last year. I think that they did good against bad teams. And then when the defense played against good teams, they folded. And people try to say that the defense made the offense last year. That's not the case at all. The offense for the Cowboys made the defense because the offense put a lot of points on the board. And because of that, that allowed the defense to play in the style that they wanted to play, which is get after the quarterback, sacks, interceptions. They were able to do those things because of the fact that teams were able to throw the ball more because, well, not able, they had to throw the ball more because Dallas was putting up so many damn points on the other side of the ball. So I don't think that that's something that people can look past. I think that they're going to play a more disciplined brand of football on the defensive side of the ball. I think that Mike Zimmer is going to be a great addition for this football team. He's the guy that they need. I believe in this defensive coaching staff when it comes to their assistants, like guys like Al Harris and Jeff Zanina, Paul Gunther. I think this defense is going to play at a very high level. And I expect that the offense is too, because Dak Prescott, whenever he's on the field for this football team, they always have a top 5 offense. Even in 2022, when he missed 5 games and Cooper Rush played, and in that first 6 weeks of the season, I think they were the 27th ranked offense in football. They turned that around in a very quick fashion because of Dak Prescott. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you guys. That's just a fact. But I mean, that's the 2022 season. That was so long ago. But yeah, this team has the elite star players that you associate with a team that goes deep in the playoffs. They have to do it though. And they have to step up come playoff time. And they have to use that Green Bay game as motivation. They have to understand, hey, just because we're the Dallas Cowboys and we're playing at home doesn't mean that we're going to win this game. We could definitely lose this game. Like, I think that they overlooked the Packers last year. I do. I honestly believe that. And it hurt them. So, I think that if the Cowboys use the motivation from that poor playoff performance to, throttle this season, I think that that's going to be a good thing. They need to play with the level of motivation that they have not played with in years past, because there is a lot on the line this year. At the very least, I think the coach is 100% on the hot seat, and Mike McCarthy has to do a better job too. If the Cowboys lose in the playoffs, I don't want to hear Mike McCarthy in a following press conference say, "Oh, I didn't think the guys were ready," like he's alluded to in previous playoff losses. I don't want to hear that. I want these guys to be right. If they're going to lose in the playoffs, lose with your hair on fire. Lose going down swinging. And the offense did lose going down swinging last year. Defense didn't. It was a complete embarrassment. But yeah, my expectations do not change for this team just because they lost some talent. They still have plenty of talent to at least get to the NFC Championship game. They do. I honestly believe that. They have that top tier talent in the league to go do that. So it's all about them getting it done. And we'll see if that happens this year.